Hi guys, I'm your average fraghead Victor and Happy New Year. My apologies for the short absence as I just recovered from COVID. Anyway, in this video, as you can see from the title, I will be sharing my top 10 favorite purchases in the year 2020. So just a disclaimer, all from this list are my most favorite purchases I made from the year 2020, but it doesn't mean that they are released from that year. So let's get started and hope you enjoy it. So starting off with number 10, which is Dior Homme Intense, the 2020 version from the house of Christian Dior. So this is a powdery sweet iris that gives up a chocolatey and lipsticky vibes. Though this 2020 version is a bit fresher than the 2011 formulation, the smell is still close, unlike the Dior Homme 2020 versus the 2011 formulation. Great longevity and performance goes really well in semi-formal or dress-up attire in colder months. I got this from FragranceRX. Not sponsored by the way. I got this for around $120 including shipping to my country. The next one is a tie between two fragrances, which is a bit cheating, and these are Layton from the house of Parfums de Marly and Loyal Agar from Luxe d'Or Niche Perfumes, which is a clone of this one. So these fragrances are basically warm, fresh, spicy apple and vanilla dominant scent, really great for colder months and very versatile to wear. Loyal Agar is a great clone which is an extra concentration that is very affordable and has a better performance than the original. That is why I bought this even though I already have Layton. You can check my review on the card above. Layton is my very first niche fragrance in my collection and I got this 2018 batch brand new from a local seller here in the Philippines, J Fragrance Corner. I will put the link of the page in the description box below. Next one is another from the house of Parfums de Marly, and that is Rehab. This is a warm, spicy, sweet tobacco, cinnamon, and vanilla fragrance, ideal to be worn in semi-formal or dress-up scenario in cold weather months. Very sexy and masculine smelling, really good performance as well. I was lucky enough to get this 2017 batch brand new from a fellow member of a Facebook fragrance group. I got it for around 197 USD or 9,500 Philippine pesos. Number 7 is Dior Homme, the 2011 formulation. So this is an iris and cacao dominant fragrance. This is not as sweet as the intense version, but it has a decent performance and great for your typical polo or dress-up attire. I prefer this one over the 2020 formulation, which is a freshy focus on ISOE Super. Shout out to my good friend Doc Wenzel of FragranceRX who let me borrow his bottle for the comparison review I made. And I got this Dior Homme from a very good friend as well, Tim, who is also the owner of the Dior Homme 2020 bottle in my review. The next one is from the house of Nishane, and that is Ani. A warm, spicy, vanilla dominant scent with ginger, pink pepper, and blackcurrant as some of the main notes here. This is my second most complimented fragrance from the year 2020 as the performance is that good. So this fragrance will be best for colder months but can easily be worn casually or formally. I got this as a partial bottle from a fellow member of a Facebook fragrance group and it is almost finished, but I am definitely going to buy a 100 ml of this soon. The next 3 fragrances have already been discontinued, unfortunately, starting off with this one, Moustache EDP from the house of Rojas, which is similar to YSL Tuxedo. Some of the main notes here are vanilla, benzoin, and rose in the background. Opening is really great as the mandarin orange really complements the smell of vanilla and benzoin really well. It has a decent performance and it is great for cold weather months to be worn formally. So the next one is from the house of Lanvin, which is Avant-Garde. Honey, cardamom, and benzoin are some of the main notes here, and this is heavily compared to La Nuit de l'Homme from the house of YSL because of that cardamom note. Unfortunately, I haven't came across a fragrance that is a good alternative for this one, and my good friend Doc Wenzel even got
not 1, not 2, but 3 Avant-Gardes already by the house of Lanvin. That's how much I love this Avant-Garde.
This has a bit better performance than the current formulation of La Nuit, and it is also ideal to be worn in colder months, casually or formally. I got these 2 fragrances from my very good friend Christian. So the last discontinued fragrance on this list is Midnight in Paris EDT from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels. Leather, tonka, incense are some of the main notes here, and this is a very powdery scent. It has a decent performance and will be great for colder months on your typical polo shirt or fully dressed up attire. I got this 125 ml bottle from a fellow member of a Facebook fragrance group. Number 2 is from the house of Maison Francis Gordon, and that is Grand Soir. One of the best amber base out there with a really great vanilla dry down. This has a really great performance that is best for colder months to be worn formally. I got a 2020 batch here, and as of this video, I'm happy to report there are no talks of reformulation of this fragrance, and mine is performing really well. The last one is Rehab from Initial Parfums Privé, a fresh spicy powdery tobacco vanilla, which is heavily compared to Spice Bomb Extreme but a bit smoother, and it has a different dry down where it will develop into a creamy sandalwood scent. This has a really great performance, especially in the sea arch. It lasts a really long time as well as it is in extract concentration, and this is ideal to be worn in colder months formally. So that is my list of my most favorite purchases from last year. Please consider hitting the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. This has been your average frag head signing off.